May 4th is International Female Rider Day, and in honor of that, Can Am has brought us out to California to test drive the new 2024 Can Ams. Now, before we get to the vehicles, I want to introduce you to two experts that Can Am works with. They're ambassadors, but you're going to be really impressed with these ladies because they're more than just riders. They're experts in their field. We're going to drive both the Ryker and the Can Am Spyder. So let's get started with bringing in Kristina, and she's going to tell you her story.
My name's Kristina at untamed_Phoenix is Instagram. I own Yosemite Adventure Company, which is an off-road tour and rental company, and we now offer the Rykers, and we do guided trips through Yosemite on them. I started the company back in 2015 as a solo Jeep tour guide and started working with BRP a few years ago, offering side-by-sides, and then brought these bad boys on our fleet, and it's just an amazing experience for people.
Oh, that's great. So for 2024, there are
Yes.
a lot of changes. So you can buy the
Yes.
Ryker, which is a starter,
Uh-huh.
in the 600 Rotax or the 900.
Yes.
So my experience with these are obviously snowmobiles.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I live in Buffalo. You live in California, so
Yeah.
that doesn't hit, well, maybe way up north.
There's not much of that
Not
here.
much.
Yeah.
But tell us what's new about the 2024, the Ryker, and what people should be looking for. Because if you haven't ridden a bike in a long time, and I stopped riding, but now I love this.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. We've been driving all over Southern California. So tell us about the vehicle.
It's amazing. It's great for beginners. It's great for experienced riders. I ride motorcycles as well, and it's good for people who don't ride anymore. The thing about these trikes, they have a vehicle stability system in them that's amazing, and you stay on the ground on turns. So you can get into those turns and like have fun and go speed.
Yeah, I was able to lean into the corners. It was a lot of fun.
And they're so easy to operate. It's just a few buttons, and you don't have to shift or anything. You just give it throttle when you're ready to go. So in order to operate these guys, well, they have the 600 and the 900s. The 900s give you a little bit extra power if you find yourself so inclined to get a little bit faster. So easy to operate. You just have a power button that you turn on, and the start button to roll forward. It's really easy to modify this for anybody's size. All that you do is lift the foot peg up and you can slide it backwards and forwards. So if you're riding or changing riders, it's easy to do. So within this bike, it has a vehicle stability system built in. And so it keeps you with really good traction when you're driving on corners and turns, and if they're slippery roadways. You just feel so stable on these machines.
And they've got a nice little screen here for technology. And the more expensive machines have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Yes, yeah. So if you like, this is a really good introductory bike, but once you get riding on this, and this is like for fun, you want to just like go for a quick ride. If you want to go on a longer ride, the more expensive Spyders are definitely where it's at. They're cush.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And a lot more women are buying these?
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Kristina. We're going to take a look at the Spyder with another special guest.
All right.
So when it comes to the Spyder, I have a very special ambassador. This is Sophie Morgan, but you have a great story that I think you need to listen to, because not just that, is so many people have excuses and I can't ride, I can't do it anymore. You've proved them all wrong.
True.
In so many ways.
True.
So Sophie, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
All right, tell me your story. I hear your British accent.
Yes, I'm British.
So tell me, now you're riding with a wheelchair on the back.
Yeah, that's right. So I had a car crash when I was 18 years old, so about 20 years ago. And I use a wheelchair, I'm paraplegic. And because of my disability, I need to have the stability. So that's why I love this so much. I've ridden a Ryker for maybe 4 years, I'd say. And I recently kind of graduated onto the Spyder. I did a cross-country ride where I rode across the whole of America on an RT.
Wow.
Which was amazing.
Just think about, how many days did that take?
It took like, how many days in total? 19 days.
19 days
Yeah.
to go from the East Coast to the West Coast
Yeah.
on this bike.
No, not on this bike. Well, I went on the RT, which is like the kind of bigger version of this.
You're right.
And then when I got to LA, I got this. So this is the F3 limited edition Sport.
Right.
It's gorgeous. I
It
love
is
I love
beautiful.
her.
And
She's super fast.
It's set up for you though, which I think is neat.
Yeah.
Because
So it's been modified.
there's a lot of veterans out there
Yeah.
who used to ride.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, I'm not going to ride anymore.
Yeah.
And people with disabilities of all ages.
Yeah.
Male and female, and this,
Yeah.
you proved them all wrong, that you can still go out and have fun in this vehicle.
Well, I think so. I mean, it depends on your situation, but
Right.
I like to say, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. This has taken a bit of modifying, which I'm really grateful for. So this is a hand control system. So the brake system has just been modified so it's up here, so I can do that all using my hands because I can't use my legs. We added in foot plates that are a bit bigger so that my feet don't fall off the smaller pegs that you get as standard,
Right.
which helps me. So they're modifications that suit me. They won't suit everybody.
Right.
This was particularly fun. It's a standard pack rack. Yeah, so that's the foot plates, which don't come as standard, but I bought because they're just a bit better for keeping my feet stable when I'm
And then
riding.
you have handbrakes.
This is the handbrake system.
Like on a snowmobile.
Yeah, totally. So this has been
So they
modified.
already had this technology in-house.
This isn't a standard on the Spyder, but you can buy the kit and you can get a dealer to fit it. So this is just modifying this brake system so that it's now controlled by the hand system. And then this is kind of fun. This is a pack rack that I bought. I can't remember where I got it now. I don't know. I bought it online. And then we put gun holders in on it.
Nice.
Screwed the gun holders in. And then I put the frame and the chair in, and then just clamp it so that it's really secure.
So you
that's
have
not
your
going
own,
anywhere.
and that went all across country with you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm sure you see a lot of people, and a lot of people stop and ask you.
Yeah, they do. They
And
always
that-
want to know what's going on.
You're a fantastic story and a true inspiration.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a closer look at the Spyder. All right, here's my drive impressions on the bike. So we spent the day driving the Ryker, and I just got off the F3. Actually, I'm still sitting on the F3 with my helmet. First thing I'd like to do is thank Can Am. I'd like to thank Sophie and Krista and the whole team here at Can Am. They've been really helpful, showing us about the bikes, telling us how to ride them. I'm a little inexperienced on these. It's been a long time, but I have to say it was a lot of fun. So for the Ryker, I thought it was sort of like a snowmobile with wheels. As a snowmobile rider, maybe it was more than that, but the seats were comfortable, very safe, very confident feeling. But when you step up to this F3, it's amazing. Adjustable height windshield. I was listening to the tunes on the way back. You've got your big 10.25-inch screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can adjust so much right here in front of you. You got different drive modes as well. Heated seats, heated handlebars. Overall, I'm a big fan of the F3. Sure, it's a lot more money, but I would suggest starting with getting a Ryker, getting your feet wet, getting a feel for it. Ladies, get on these bikes. Guys, if you haven't been on a bike in a long time, maybe you thought you wanted to and you're afraid, I don't know, 2 wheels, go with 3. This is the way to go. Can Am's got the market cornered. What's new for 2024 is the stylish makeover of both the Ryker and the Can Am. There are new colors including Diablo Red, Purple Galaxy, Goblin Green, and Blue Bays. On the Ryker, there are 2 engine options, the 600 engine, which has 50 horsepower and 36.7 pound-feet of torque. And if you want to go with that 900 Rotax motor, you're looking at 82 horsepower, 58.3 pound-feet of torque. It has a 5.28 gallon gas tank and it runs on premium unleaded. The Ryker rides on 10-inch platinum wheels, no more white wheels. They're 16 by 4.5 in the front and 16.65 in the rear. I really liked the easy ride and the automatic transmission that's on the Ryker. It was completely effortless. It was completely safe. Standard vehicle stability just gave you a lot of confidence. Riding on Bosch suspension, it has Brembo brakes, which are anti-lock, plus traction control, really giving you a lot of confidence. If you haven't ridden in a long time, which I haven't, and actually reviewed a Spyder back in 2011, you can check that out on our channel, you'll see that it was a completely different vehicle in comparison to what we have today. So besides the safety control systems, we have seat adjustments. You can adjust the handlebars, which is great. On the Spyder, the top of the line has a 10.25-inch screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that is cable connected. On the Ryker with the 900 engine, you also get the speedometer, the tachometer, an odometer, distance to empty. You get engine lights, of course, LED lights, and a sport mode, which really gives you an extra boost. 2 halogen headlights are in front, dual USB ports for charging, a glove box, and in the front there is a front trunk essentially, and in the back there's an additional when you're going with this larger vehicle. Durable steel frame is made of recycled materials. There are 15 different color combinations, so you can pick whatever makes you happy. 1-year limited warranty and includes 1-year roadside service, available 12 to 36 months of roadside assistance. There's also a standard glove box on this top of the line Spyder that will hold about 7 liters, which is a little bit more than a couple phones. We really had a great time with Can Am and the International Female Ride Day. It's in 120 countries. everybody is starting to get involved in riding on these things, and they're not that expensive. Looking at the Ryker, you're looking at $9,500. That'll get you an entry-level vehicle with everything you need to have a lot of fun. Great way to get around at a low cost as well. If you want to go up to the Ryker Sport, it's at $12,500. The Ryker Rally, which has a lot more to it and of course more options, you're looking at $14,500. The Can Am F3, which is the bigger bike, the one I'm sitting on, starts at $22,000. It can go all the way into the $30,000 range, depending on all the goodies you order. You can have removable seats. There's so much cool stuff you can get on these vehicles. Make it personalized, make it your own. If you rode a bike in the past and you haven't ridden one in a long time, you can also take the Can Am school. Depending on what state you're in, you requires a motorcycle license. Here in California, they don't. I live in New York State. They require a motorcycle license. So I do have one, but it's great to get back out on the open road. Make your hair all messy, get a helmet, get a jacket, and go out and ride and enjoy the weather out here. There's also a lot of accessories that are available at your Can Am store. We were at Temecula Motorsports. They had an amazing selection of stuff, just like way more than, it was like overload because it's so much toys there. So find your local sports store that's selling Can Ams, take one for a spin. You're gonna be impressed because honestly, I'm thinking I need to get a bike again, and a three-wheeled one is the way to go. If you have any additional questions on the Can Am Spyder or the Ryker, put them down below. We'll start the conversation. If you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate your support. 80% of our viewers don't subscribe, so we appreciate your help. You can also support me by buying me a cup of coffee or staying just a moment longer. We'll give you a way to save some money on your cell phone bill. I'm Lauren Fix. Thanks so much for watching. Have you ever thought, why in the world is my wireless bill so darn high? What are we paying all this money for? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots? We are partnering with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers all of these features for as low as $15 per month. They're reimagining the wireless shopping experience and made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople, just huge direct-to-you savings. Why should you pay more when you have access to premium wireless? Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. Whether you use your phone to watch YouTube, listen to podcasts, or play games, you get the same speed and performance as the big guys while connecting to Mint's network. How hard is it to switch your service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's hard, but switching to Mint is super easy. Thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most phones now have, you can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. And if your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. Just go to trymintmobile.com/LaurenFix, also linked in the description down below, to get premium wireless for $15 a month.